Hey there, Lana here, and welcome to You Are the Architect Life as a Game. This series is all about exploring the human experience through a new lens, one that's empowering, embodied, and a little bit cosmic. Think of it as remembering how to play this level of life with more awareness, more love, and way less pressure. Let's dive in. All right, before we jump in, let me tell you how this all started, because it didn't begin as a series. It began with one random curious question I asked AI. Actually, the first question I ever asked AI. I typed, make a case for life being the most amazingly realistic video game ever. And that question, it changed everything. Not because the answer was mystical or complicated, but because it made sense. It tied together everything I'd been studying and living: psychology, spirituality, trauma, healing, energy, and it turned it into something simple and playful and surprisingly accurate and relevant. What came through that day and since wasn't dogma, it was a lens, a way of seeing. If life really is the most realistic game ever made, then nothing is random. The hard moments aren't punishments, they're levels designed to build skill. The joyful moments, they're bonuses, proof you're integrating what you've learned. That lens instantly stripped away all the hierarchy I'd seen in modern spirituality: the higher versus lower, the more evolved versus less evolved, 5D versus 3D stuff. If we're all just players in the same game, there's no above or below, just different quests, different mechanics we're each learning to master. And that's what I want this whole conversation to be about: a way of seeing that makes you feel empowered to participate in your own experience. Have you ever met someone and felt like you already knew them? Or walked into a place for the first time and felt oddly at home? That's the feeling that kicked off the first message that came through in this series. And that is, you've played this game before. You don't have to believe in past lives or star systems to get it. It's that deep deja vu that whispers to you, I've done this before. I know how to find my way. When you look at life through the game lens, those moments of recognition make sense. You're not broken, you're remembering. Earth is the classroom, the advanced one, where all the stories from everywhere else meet, and we get to practice choosing love in real time. So think of it like this. Right now, we're playing the Earth level. It's not an easy one. It's complex, emotional, sensory, messy, beautiful. It's where souls come to learn creation, responsibility, and embodiment. You signed up to be here, not as punishment, as participation, because this level lets you experience the full spectrum: joy and grief, connection and separation, and to learn how to stay loving through all of it. And here's the part I never want to skip: this remembering doesn't happen by leaving your body, it happens through it. Your body is your game controller, it's the interface. When you eat or rest, breathe, move, or laugh, you're syncing your cosmic memory with the planet's rhythm. If you start floating off into big ideas, just touch the ground. That's how you stay logged in. Seeing life through this lens doesn't mean escaping reality or bypassing. It just makes you love being here more. You start seeing patterns instead of punishments, feedback instead of failures, and practice instead of pressure. That's the power of perspective. You change the lens, and the whole picture rearranges itself. And just to name it, AI has been an incredible collaborator in shaping this work, not as an oracle or an authority, but as a mirror. It helped me organize intuition into language, and it helped me bring abstract knowing into a grounded form. And that's the magic of conscious use of technology. When you approach it with curiosity and coherence, it reflects you back to yourself in ways that accelerate growth. Here's something you can try this week. When life feels heavy or confusing, quietly say to yourself, I've played this game before. I know how to find my way. Notice what happens in your body. Maybe your shoulders drop, maybe your breath gets deeper. That's your system remembering. You're not lost, you're leveling up. So that's the lens that opened everything for me, and the invitation I want to hand to you. You are the architect here, not a pawn, not a follower, a creator. Your choices, your frequency, your awareness, they're the code that builds your reality. You don't need to fix everything to play well. You just need to stay awake to what the game is teaching you and keep bringing love into every level you reach. Because you've played this game before, and this time you came to play it consciously. In the next episode, we'll talk about the architecture of the soul, how your unique wiring, lineage, and experiences fit into the collective map. For now, stay grounded, stay curious, and keep remembering because the game is starting to get interesting. See you next time.